Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Shelby TV football production here. We're at Barney Swinehart Field for tonight's game between the Eisenhower Eagles and the L'Anse Creuse North Crusaders. I'm Tim Meyer, and this is my broadcast partner tonight, Stephen MacDonald. And Stephen, it's going to be a wild one tonight because both teams are looking for their first victory of the year, and the Eisenhower Eagles have taken a tough one last week, losing to Lake Orion. We had a chance to talk to Coach Chris Smith of the Eisenhower Eagles, and here's what he had to say.
We're a super young team, so I know it's going to be a building process for this whole year. I mean, we had one returning starter on defense and 3 on offense, and so we knew that was going to take time. We got good, talented kids, and they just, we're making a lot of mistakes right now, which you expect young guys to make. But yeah, other than that, the first game, I thought offensively the first 2 series we really moved the ball well. Preston Crum was 7 for 7. Our receivers were catching the ball. He had a nice touchdown pass to Hayden Bills, who's another sophomore in the end zone. And then Preston got hurt, so it changed what we could do. And so now we got Aiden Ives in there running QB, and we'll see what we got this week. When we lost Preston, we basically lost our starting quarterback, a starting receiver, and our starting cornerback, because Aiden played cornerback and receiver. So, when you lose a guy that's that valuable and you got to move somebody else that's valuable in the place, you lose a lot of positions. So, yeah, it definitely changes the dynamics. But offensively, Aiden can do just about everything that Preston can do. So, and maybe he can probably run the ball a little bit better. So we're excited about what Aiden's going to give us. We didn't really approach, we watched some film on them and we're preparing for what they have done on their film, but really this week was about us. We did a lot of individual work, trying to clean up some of our things that our kids are doing, technique-wise. I mean, that's the main thing. We got to fix our issues first, our problems that we had in the game, before we can worry about what other teams are going to do to us. So this week was really spent on focusing on ourselves. I'm just hoping to see an improvement of play, effort, all those things that we worked on this week. That's what we're really looking for.
Our Eagles are a little banged up. Needless to say, the quarterback, the starting quarterback, Preston Crum, is hurt and will not play tonight. Aiden Ives is going to start at quarterback. Last week, the Eagles took a tough one on the chin, mainly, I believe, because of the youngness of this team. Many juniors came up and are playing. So, Stephen, tell us a little bit about L'Anse Creuse North.
Yeah, so I got a chance earlier this week to talk to head coach Hannibal Rhoda about this Crusaders team this year. They're a young team. We're going to talk about Eisenhower in a minute, also a young team. But he talked to me about a few key players on both sides of the ball to look out for tonight. On offense, they have a couple sophomores, quarterback Tommy Chess and Jack Mullins at running back. Again, both sophomores there. On the other side, on the defensive side, again, a couple of young players there. Linebacker Joe Monty and cornerback Lorenzo Alfred, a couple players to watch on the defensive side for this Crusaders team. But one thing he did say, too, overall about this Crusaders squad here, Tim, in 2021, is that they're young, but they've bought into what they're trying to do here, what they're trying to build with this team. And really the focus here is to just take it one snap, one play at a time.
And the Eisenhower Eagles have got a little bit of a struggle both on defense and offense. Lake Orion last week had some big plays that they busted for touchdowns in the running game, but it's going to be the key of the Eisenhower offense. Wouldn't you agree, Steve?
Yeah, absolutely. I think any time that you can put points on the board offensively for either of these teams, really, we talked about how young they are. When you can put points on the board, take a little bit of pressure off your defense, I think that always helps in the long run.
And we had a chance to talk about that Eisenhower offense with offensive coordinator Joe Youngblood.
Joined now by Eagles offensive coordinator first year, Joe Youngblood. Coach, just talk about real quick the first year of you at the helm of this offense. I know in previous years you've helped out with this team before, but how has it been different from past years now leading this Eagles offense?
Well, being the offensive coordinator, I'm just loving it. The rapport with the kids. And what difference is before when you're a quarterback coach, you just kind of a little more specialized, work with the quarterbacks. Offensive coordinator, you're working with the entire offense. You get to know the boys a lot more, up at practices a lot more. And you're just involved in the entire offense and putting my own little spin on it. But the main thing is being back at Eisenhower football. It's our whole family bleeds Eisenhower blue. We love Eisenhower football. So it's great to be out here on the field again, and looking forward to a great year.
Now, you talked about being the quarterbacks coach in past years. Looking back to last week's game against Lake Orion, you lose your sophomore quarterback in Preston Crum. How is that going to impact sort of how the way this offense runs going forward with his absence?
Well, Preston Crum's a great young quarterback, only a sophomore, and first time in the history of Eisenhower, ninth graders started on the varsity. Losing him hurts, but stepping right in, Aiden Ives, one of the best athletes ever to play at Eisenhower. He's one of our top receivers. Phenomenal athlete. He's played quarterback back in junior high. He can throw the ball. So we're not going to change the offense up. We're going to keep running the plays, getting the ball out of his hands quick passing game, dashing him out. So we're not going to change anything, and we're just going to keep plugging along.
Now, with Ives making that move from wide receiver now to quarterback, you talked about played a little bit in a past life in that position. Who do you see filling this? Who should we be looking for filling his position now at wide receiver?
Well, we had to juggle some things around. Our starting tailback has now moved to the slot where Aiden Ives was. And then we had our other tailback who was playing as well, Christian Johnson, has become the starter at tailback. So basically it's just the next guy you're up, next guy ready to go, and that's all you can do. Injuries are part of the game, and it's just how you fight through them and how you play through them shows you how tough of a team you are.
All right, thanks a lot, Coach.
Have the word from Eisenhower's new offensive coordinator, Joe Youngblood, especially about the Eisenhower quarterback situation. Stephen, your final thoughts about how this game's going to go tonight?
Well, I think we've talked about these two young teams that we have here tonight, L'Anse Creuse North Crusaders, Eisenhower Eagles. Obviously, we talked about the change-up offensively for the Eagles here tonight. I think it'll be really interesting to see how these two offenses come out. Didn't necessarily put up big numbers there in week one. So like we talked about before, the offense taking that pressure off the defense a little bit, but just two young teams that I think are really eager to get after it here tonight.
So there you have it, folks. We're going to see a couple of inexperienced quarterbacks really playing tonight. Eisenhower looking for their first victory, so is L'Anse Creuse North. We'll be back with the opening kickoff right after this.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom. On the diamond.
In the pool. On the field. Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Yeah!
Be great.
Participate!
Today I'm going to tell you about sportsmanship because it's important. Treat your opponents the way you would want to be treated. My mom says that. Listen to the referees. It's their job. Be nice to their team and our team. Cheer them on. Always play fair. It's the right thing to do. It's sportsmanship. It's not that hard.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Shelby TV Sports Special. I'm Tim Meyer along with Stephen McDonald. Tonight we're at Barney Swinehart Field for a varsity football contest between the Eisenhower Eagles and the L'Anse Creuse North Crusaders. And Stephen, we talked a little bit in the pregame about this game. Two young teams with two young quarterbacks. We kind of don't know what to expect tonight. I mean, sometimes these guys get thrust into situations and they perform really well.
Yeah, I think, like you said, that'll be the key here tonight. Both these teams very young, a little bit inexperienced on both sides of the ball. So really here in the early going of this season, and especially we'll see it in this game, some growing pains, obviously, both sides of the ball. But I think as the game goes along, you'll see these guys start to really settle in to their roles, and I think we're in for a great night of football.
And the Eisenhower Eagles will kick off to L'Anse Creuse North. The one good thing about the L'Anse Creuse North numbers, for them, you can't see them, so the opposition doesn't know who's back there. But I believe for L'Anse Creuse back there, one of the guys is Thomas Chess, number 10. Kicking off for Eisenhower, number 29, Reese Willing. Puts a little foot into it. It's a little line drive kick. Looks like Chess taking at the 5 to 10, 15, and he's met right there by number 48, Dominic Ferraro. His mates all jump in there on it. It'll be 1st and 10 for the L'Anse Creuse North Crusaders. The ball will be on their own 21-yard line.
Yes, we'll get our first look here tonight at that sophomore duo in the backfield. Tommy Chess, the quarterback, Jack Mullins in white at running back for the Crusaders here tonight. A Crusaders offense blanked a week ago as they lost 35-2.
They got an injury out on the field there. Somebody's aching out there. They're going to stop. But you were saying the last game for L'Anse Creuse North against Rochester High School, they didn't really perform very well.
Yeah, no, 35-2 the final in that one. So obviously they'll look here on this opening possession to try and drive it down the field, put some points up on the board early, really give that offense and their sophomore quarterback some confidence before they hand the ball back over to the Eisenhower Eagles.
Trying to get a look at who it is out there that's hurting, and it looks like number 54 for L'Anse Creuse North.
That'd be Corey Van He, the senior linebacker.
He looks like I don't know if he got the wind knocked out of him or he got hit in the spot you don't want to ever get hit on. You know, I'm not sure. But in any event, he's out of the game. And L'Anse Creuse North huddles up and they're getting ready for their first play.
Looks like they'll bring the man in motion.
Pitch out to Mullins. Tries to go around the right side. He's met there by the Eisenhower Eagles again. It was a good, strong defense by number 45 for Eisenhower. That's Lorenzo Masseri.
And a good job there by the defensive line for the Eagles, really stringing this play out to the sideline. And a couple guys, like you said, Tim, able to get there to make the play. That was a strength of this team, it looked like, back in 2020, was that defensive line. Also, a couple linebackers there. Anthony Cardamone, now gone from this defense, was one of those linebackers, but a great play there by the defensive line.
2nd and 10 for L'Anse Creuse North. A quick throw to the out man, the wide receiver. That was number 13. Nope, I don't have a 13. So it wasn't him. Anyways, only about a 4-yard gain. It'll be 3rd down and 6.
And just a nice, easy pitch and catch there on that 2nd down play. Something we talked about off the air, I believe, before the game tonight. Something that this offense might want to look at doing to get into some rhythm is making some of those nice, easy completions underneath.
Chess has 3 receivers to his left, to the bottom of your screen. Here comes a blitz, and he's trying to get out of it, but he will not.
A great job there again. Talked about that defensive line for the Eagles. Luca Neal He's not going to get credit for the sack there, but he's really the one that caused it because of the pressure he brings initially off that edge. You'll see on the replay here, gets right in the face of the quarterback, makes him step up in the pocket, and the defense just all over him there.
Good aggressive defense by the Eagles, and it's going to be 4th down and 16. Lance Crusaders are going to punt, almost blocked. It's a very short one. The Eagles try to get away from that one, and almost Blake Harmon almost got it there, but he was able to escape, and the Eagles will have great field position with 9:44 left to play here in the first quarter.
So the Eagles defense did their job. They get off the field, and again, an empty possession to start the game for the Crusaders as we get another look at that punt. Yeah, maybe caught a fingertip of one of the rushers there. Looks like Dominic Ferraro may have got a hand on it. He's also the one that will come away with a sack on that 3rd down stop just a few moments ago.
We got a penalty on the play against Lance Cruz North. Against Eisenhower.
Running into the kicker, defense, 5-yard penalty, 4th down.
Yeah, so it was 4th down and I believe 8 there, so it won't be enough to move the chains, obviously, as we hear the officials say still 4th down.
And he's going to have to kick it again. And deep for Eisenhower. Luke Myers and Aiden Ives. Now what do we got, timeout?
Their first charge timeout of the first half.
Yeah, it looked like Eisenhower may have had one too many guys on the field. We saw a player run off pretty late there as the teams were both set for the kick, so Eisenhower looks to have called the timeout there to save themselves the penalty.
Well, the Eisenhower Eagles took a tough one on the chin, 33-7 last week against Lake Orion. I think the big key thing was the quarterback, Crum. Once he was out, it was difficult because you got a guy like, a good athlete, Aiden Ives, come in, but didn't practice the first-string offense all week, and it wasn't pretty. He had one great throw though to Blake Barker. So we'll try this punt again. Let's see what happens. Eisenhower rushing again. Short toes it. Ives dropped it. Now he picked it up, but he's not going to go very far. Met right there by a wall of Lance Cruz North Crusaders. All right, at the 40-yard line, but it's still excellent field position for the Eagles.
Yeah, Ives lucky to come up with it there as it looks like it bounced right off his chest pad. Able to get a lucky bounce right back up into his stomach, but there was a couple Crusaders right there to potentially pick it off the turf as we see the Eisenhower offense now taking the field. We'll see Ives lining up at quarterback here. A week ago, 5 of 8, 57 yards, did throw an interception there as we see him pick it up in the face of some pressure. Like you said, Tim, didn't get very far, but still solid starting field position for the Eagles.
Ives from the shotgun. He's going to go back. He's going to throw to the sideline. He's got Barker caught it at the 30 and thrown out of bounds there by number 7, Joe Monte. But not before Barker gets a first down. A nice pitch and catch.
Well, I really like the play design here with what Joe Youngblood does here on first down with Ives. He's going to take the receivers from the top of the formation. He's going to drive them down the field, have Barker come from the bottom of the formation, come all the way across, and that really opens things up underneath for him on a nice pitch and catch on first down.
First down, ball on the 29 of Lance Cruz North. Again, Ives from the shotgun. Back to throw out to number 32, Cardamone. He makes a cut around in 25-20. And finally smashed and knocked out of bounds by the Lance Cruz North Crusaders. It looked like number 36 out there. It wasn't. It was not 36. 39.
Well, Tim, on this run, this is Bennett Cardamone, but if I wasn't mistaken, I think that was Anthony Cardamone, the way he carried that ball after the reception.
Now we got a penalty. Going to get the Eagles for holding. It's a big mistake bringing back a beautiful play like that.
Yeah, it'll be first down and 18 as we're just about A little bit under 9 minutes to go first quarter.
Cardamone in motion again. He takes the snap. Now he's going to go around the left side. He doesn't have quite the room there, pushing him forward. Not going too far. Looks like Lance Cruz North did a nice job of snuffing that out, and that's a guy that we're going to see all night, number 7, Joe Monty, over there in the tackle.
Yeah, Monty, one of the guys that I highlighted from this Crusaders team in pregame, somebody that head coach Hannibal Rhoda mentioned to me earlier this week. But right there on that run play, the defensive line does a really good job penetrating the backfield, but also you see there on the replay the timing of that handoff just a little bit off, and that's really what slowed down the play there.
2nd and 19 for Eisenhower. Eight Knives looks short. Now he's going deep for Barker. He makes a catch at the 5-yard line. A veteran receiver making an adjustment to the football. Ethan Barker.
And offensive coordinator Joe Youngblood showing confidence in his quarterback, Aiden Ives, here, taking that deep shot. We saw them clear out on some deep routes earlier. He went underneath the Barker. This time takes the deep shot to Barker, and what an adjustment mid-air, being able to come back for that football, reach over the defender to bring it in.
There we go. 1st and goal. The ball's on the 2 for the Eisenhower Eagles.
He had Christian Johnson, as his running back. Well, it looks like we're getting a false start on the Eagles.
Offense, 5-yard penalty, first down.
Yeah, a little bit of miscommunication there. They brought a man in motion. Looks like Johnson, just a little too antsy there, started moving before the snap.
And I believe he's in the game for the first time here. Maybe a little bit of first game jitters, or first game jitters anyway, starting the game.
Johnson taking the starting running back duties as Daniel Zolkowski will move from running back to the slot to replace Ives. So some players playing maybe a little bit out of position than what they're used to. But Johnson again, the running back.
Ives looking for Jackson the Messi. He cannot come up with it.
And that's number 6 in coverage. Lorenzo Alfred, another guy that we talked about pregame, really forces this ball to the boundary. You see him take that inside positioning, really forces that to that back pylon. Would have been a great over-the-shoulder catch had he been able to bring it in.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 7. Eagles again with Johnson in the backfield. Cardamone comes in motion. They give us to Johnson. He breaks one tackle, but he is not going to break the other one, and that's number 21, Ryan Polisi. It's about a half-yard loss, actually. See it here.
And Johnson gets stacked up on this play, but he's a tough runner. Tim, last year we called a game out in Anchor Bay for the Eisenhower Eagles. We saw him a lot late in that game. Just a tough runner, always looking to move forward as he was there. Just not a whole lot of room for him.
I got 3 receivers to Aiden Ives' right. He's going to run that way, looking for a man, and it's picked off.
Yeah, they tried to move Ives out of the pocket, give him something to look at, try to find somebody open. I don't think he saw that linebacker cutting underneath the route and just throws it right into his hands.
That's
looks like number 29 for the Crusaders.
Yeah, it's 39, and I don't think we have his number, but we'll get it for you, folks. I think it was 39. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It's 1st and 10 for Lance Cruz North. The ball be on their own 7-yard line. Tommy Chess in that quarterback. Looking for Mullins out of the backfield. Broken up nicely there by Eisenhower's and number 81, Cody Raymond. And he lost his helmet, so he's going to have to come out.
Yeah, that was Jeremiah Whitehead, number 4 for the Crusaders. They tried to swing it out to him out in the flat. Doesn't look like he was ready for the passes. He kind of looks back and realizes, whoa, there it is. Eagles got a couple guys down there to the ball.
Good aggressive play by Raymond. Also over there was Luke Myers. Raymond made the big catch.
So he's got Whitehead and Mullins in the backfield. He'll hand it off.
There Mullins got it. He breaks a hole up the middle, all the way up to the 20-yard line. Good piece of running there by Mullins. He's finally tackled by Cardamone.
Yeah, that was Whitehead again, the senior running back on the carry. Kind of like I said with Johnson earlier for the Eagles, just a tough runner as he falls forward there on the big gain.
And Whitehead is the lone setback for Tommy Chess. Again, on the left side, he's fighting his way through, and another good gainer by Whitehead. Tackled there by the Eagles. Number 36, Devin Steele. See him right here.
Yeah, Steele gets him first. Couple other Eagles defenders rally to the football, but again, a nice gain on first down by Whitehead.
2nd down and 4 for L'Anse Creuse North. Chest to throw to the right side, picked off. That Ames. I'm sorry, that's Dave Meyer. No, it is Matt Ames.
I can't believe, Tim, that he stayed in bounds as he had a convoy in front of him, but he really had to have tight-roped that sideline. But on the throw, I'm not so sure that Chess wanted to throw that ball there. Looks like there was some confusion on the route. Receiver broke outside, he throws it inside, and the result is a pick 6. Yeah, you see on the replay there, Ames really tight-roped that sideline. The senior defensive back.
The extra point kick is up, and it's good. So the score with 4:41 to play here in the first quarter, the Eisenhower Eagles 7 and the L'Anse Creuse North Crusaders nothing. And you see the interception here.
Yeah, just look at the Eagles pushing their man downfield, really opening up that sideline for Ames to run it all the way back.
They got a good block from Devin Steele, number 36 out there.
And Tim, a big first score here as we have 4:41 to go first quarter here from Swinehart Field. That's something we talked about with both these teams, being able to take the ball down the field. Obviously that was a defensive score, but being able to put the ball in the end zone and give some points to your team, something that these two teams weren't able to do a week ago.
Well, the Eagles were knocking on the door there when they got the football down, a 1st and goal from the 7, and threw an interception. So this, I guess, in a way is credited to the Eagles team to come back and get that touchdown. And Reese Willing tees it up for Eisenhower. He's about ready to kick it off. Short kick, a little lobber. It's going to bounce. Somebody better get it. Chess gets it. You're going to go around the right side, and a decent return up to the 33-yard line. Looks like in there for Eisenhower. Be 36 for Eisenhower, and that is Steele. Also in there was number 81, Cody Raymond.
Yeah, from up here in the booth where we are, Tim, tough to see some of these numbers that the Crusaders are wearing. That was 16, Jordan Rao on the return, the senior wide receiver. And I got to tell you, Willing was really building the anticipation on that kick. The student section cheering for quite some time before he finally let it go.
What do we got? Change the football. That's right.
But now Tommy Chess has another shot at it. His team now down 7-0. They'll look to respond.
See, good. Jeremiah Whitehead is in the backfield. Looks like they may run right, and they are. Tries to get way outside, almost caught there. Breaks a tackle. Good run by Whitehead, who really, there was nothing there. Now we got an injured Eagle. I don't know who that is. He's holding his knee. That's not a good sign. Looks like number 59 out there for Eisenhower, and that's Ethan Roshaki.
And you see on the replay here again, the Eagles defense doing a great job of stretching out these runs all the way to the sideline, not really giving up too much room, as Ryan Polisi was the one stringing that play out.
Yeah, we'll see here. We hope that it's not too serious with Ethan Roshaki. And it doesn't look promising, though. He grabbed that knee right away. Now, sometimes, you know, that you get knee on knee. Maybe it can be like a little bruise or something. We'll see how he gets up and walks off. Doesn't look like he's getting up anytime soon. And you see the Eisenhower Eagles kneeling there for their teammate. Boy, that's aggravating and painful. You see the kids get hurt like that. You know, as Joe Youngblood said, you know, I mean, that's football. It's been like that all the time. Football is getting hurt as part of the game. Well, it's good to see him walk. Doesn't seem like anything broken, but maybe he's got a knocker on that knee. But you know, he's a big fella and he's a valuable player on this Eisenhower team, Ethan Roshaki. Try to probably put some ice on that thing. Dr. Popovsky out there. See him. He's been team doctor for the Eisenhower Eagles for a while. His brother, Tony Popovsky. Nice cut there by Whitehead. He's met by some Eagles there. Finally falling on him and grabbing him and holding on to making that tackle is number 78 for Eisenhower, or 76 for Eisenhower, Joe Leone.
Yeah, and the Crusaders are going to go fast here, but again, a nice job by the Eagles' defensive front, stringing that play out.
Third down, Chess gets it to the outside. That's number 27, our buddy for Lance Cruz, Jack Mullins. He brings it up. It'll be fourth down and 4. I don't know if they're going to go for it, going to punt it, or what.
Well, as we see the replay here, Mullins on the receiving end doesn't really get too much yardage as it brings up 4th and 4. But really what I'm seeing is that they're really trying to test this Eagles defensive front, especially on the edges, try and see how well they can contain on the edges. And so far, the Eagles have been up to the task.
And they are going to go for it.
3
4th
receivers
down
to
and
the
4.
top.
Yep. He's trying to maybe drum off. No. Quick throw in the backfield. It's Whitehead. He's going to be met there and tackled hard. Looks like Ames again in on that tackle.
And again, on 4th down and 4, they test the Eagles' edges. And again, they're just able to get downhill so easily to the ball and make that play. Looks like you said, Tim, might have lost a few yards there as he gets stacked up at the sideline.
A good tackle. Ames is playing a great game. So here come the Eagles, 1st and 10. Ball is going to be on the Lance Cruz North Crusader 35. Aiden Ives from the shotgun. Johnson's in the backfield. And Solkowski in motion. Going to try to go around the left side. Got a little bit of a block. Nice block over the 30. And finally tackled there by the Crusaders, number 52, Gerard Delay. I don't see a flag out there, Steven. So here you go. Here's Mr. Solkowski.
Yeah, looks like it was a clean play.
A nice block by Barker.
And he picks up 9. That's one of those plays on those jet sweeps where You run about 40, 50 yards and you pick up about 9.
Cardamone in motion. Aiden Ives. Try to pitch it out. Now he does pitch it. Cardamone falls on it. It's going to be a loss of 4 or 5 yards. Ives would have been better off just holding on to it and taking the hit. But now he's back. Oh, boy. 7-yard loss will be down. It'll be 3rd and 8 for Eisenhower.
Ives just doing too much there. Tried to pitch it from his right hand as he was being tackled on that right side of his body. And again, lucky that his team maintains possession after being careless with the football. Remember, he dropped that punt earlier on in the first quarter.
Oh, he's in trouble here. Ives gets some good blocking, goes through it. He's to the 20, to the 15, to the 10, 5, touchdown Eisenhower. He certainly made up for dropping that football in that loss, and what a magnificent run and some great blocking by Barker and Johnson. You'll see it here.
Yeah, you see the replay. The ends for the Crusaders came flying into the backfield. You wonder if that was by design from how easily they got off the line of scrimmage, and Ives just able to step up through the pressure, keep his head downfield, tucks that football away, and just kind of jogs into the end zone.
Julian Leon to kick the extra point. Cardamone with the hold. Lee's kick is up, and it is good. So with 1:46 left to play here in the first quarter, the Eisenhower Eagles lead it 14-0.
And a great start to this game for the Eagles. 14 points already on the board, had 7 all of last week against Lake Orion as we see Ives run again. And just look at the blocking he has in front of him as he hit that 20-yard line, had 4 players, including Ethan Barker, out in front of him to block.
The big lineman, number 75, Owen Finley, was down there, and he kind of put the ending and the icing on the cake there, folks.
Well, we still have 1:46 to go in the opening quarter, so plenty of time here in the first half from Swinehart Field. But this is a point now where you want to see the Crusaders offense come out, move the ball downfield, get across the 50, and really have a shot at putting this ball in the end zone to try and get something going.
Reese Willing, and you have to wonder if they went for it on 4th and 4 in their own territory like that. Eisenhower taking advantage of it. Kicks another tiny little poocher. Now it's dropped. There, the Eagles going for it. Myers got kicked in the face. He almost had it. Vicious collision. And that's exactly how that little pooch kick is supposed to work.
And Luke O'Neill, the one to come away with it. We got an injured player down around the 26-yard line. Looks like right there took a shot in the knee as he went for that loose ball.
What a heads-up play.
Looks like 23, Emmanuel Welch, the man down for the Crusaders. But again, another loose ball kind of bouncing the way of the Eagles there, Tim.
It will be excellent field position for Eisenhower. They'll start on the Lance Crews North 18-yard line. The Eagles really haven't had bad field position the whole game. They don't know what it's to start in, the drive in their own territory. But that was a vicious collision on that kick.
Yeah, and obviously nothing intentional. Both players just going for that loose ball. Sometimes your head is down. You're just so focused on getting that ball, you don't see what's right in front of you until it's right there. And just both players kind of colliding, and Welch still down on the ground.
That is him. Now he's slowly getting up, and I don't know. He may have got kicked or kneed in the stomach. That looks like me after I eat some rotten tomatoes, boy.
Holding my stomach, walking slow. You can get food poisoning like that. Eat rotten tomatoes. You know that, Stephen, don't you? Don't eat rotten tomatoes. Not going to tell you again.
Well, Tim, I guess you learn something new every day, because I don't believe I ever knew that.
Yeah, you just trust your Uncle Tim here. He'll steer you right. You know. Let's see if Eisenhower could punch another one in here. They got a great opportunity with 1:39 left to go in the first quarter. And I was coming out there. He is a weapon back there with the feet. So.
And it'll be interesting to see how the Crusaders defense plays again with their backs against the wall here. Already down a few scores.
Ives looking for Barker. He's down there. Oh! He almost had that time perfectly, Ethan Barker did.
Going up against Jordan Rao, the defensive back in coverage. We saw Barker come down with a ball like that earlier on in the first quarter. Looks like they tried to go back there again, and just a little too tall for him.
Almost. It'll be second down and 10. Ball on the 18 of Lance Cruz North.
But again, Tim, I love the shot Joe Youngblood taking on first down there.
Now we got a penalty. And I think that's a motion penalty against Eisenhower. It is. It'll be a legal motion against the Eagles.
Prior to the snap, full start, offense, 5-yard penalty, second down.
We have that pretty clear.
And you could hear, for those of you at home might have heard, on the Eagles sideline somebody saying you have to get set right now. So obviously, like we said before with some of those jet handoffs, the timing is everything on those plays as we saw there.
Now here we go, second down and 15. Johnson in the backfield with Ives. Ives looking, now he's going to have to come out of it. Thought about Solkowski, who almost made a turn. And it'll be about a 6-yard gain back to almost the original line of scrimmage for Ives. It looked like number 27, Solkowski, was going to turn it up and turn around and he was going to hit him, but Ives thought the better of it, and probably the right play.
A good job on the back end by Johnson in pass blocking in front of Ives, helping out there the running back did. And it looked like Ives a little bit tentative, not really sure what he wanted to do there, throw it downfield, tuck it and run. So something to look forward to the rest of the game is seeing his decision making and how quickly he's able to do that.
3rd and 10. Ives going out to his right, gonna fire it out there, got Cardamone. Can't break a tackle there. He's tackled at the 16-yard line. It's Delay, number 52, making the tackle. It'll be 4th down from the 16-yard line. See if the Eagles are gonna kick the field goal. Looks like Lee's out there. Yeah, they are. They're gonna try a field goal here. And looks like Stephen about a 34-yarder for number 18, Julian Lee. Cardamone to hold.
Just about 5 seconds left. We'll see if they get it off.
Kick is up. And the kick is good. And that'll be the end of the first quarter with the score. The Eisenhower Eagles 17, the Lance Cruz North Crusaders nothing. We'll be back right after this.
There, number 18, as you said, Tim, did actually beat the clock there in the first quarter to get that kick away. And again, the Crusaders digging themselves a little bit bigger of a hole as we're getting set to start the second quarter of play.
I'm sorry, Stephen. I was listening to the Eisenhower fight song. The band doing a wonderful rendition. What do you think? You were bad at Utica. I know. That's not the right fight song. I know that's what you were thinking.
Yes, did spend 4 years at Utica in the marching band there. Obviously familiar with the Eisenhower marching band as well.
Well, here we go. Instruments, put your instruments down. It's time to play some football. We're going to begin the second quarter with Eisenhower leading 17-0, and the Eagles will be kicking off, and that'll be Reese Willing doing the kicking. I think Emmanuel Welch is back in the lineup back there. He is. Kick is high. We taken by Tommy Chess at the 5, to the 10, to the 15, to the 20. Oh, and he's got a little bit of an opening, and finally tackled by the kicker, number 29, Reese Willing. But boy, a good return by Tommy Chess.
Yeah, Jordan Rao on the return for the Crusaders. Really, like you said, Tim, once he got around that 20, started picking up some momentum. But the Eagles again doing well in kick coverage. But he does get out to around the 40-yard line.
Oh, here we go, Tommy Chess, the quarterback. I believe in that. Is that him? Oh, chasing him, and oh, he laterals to Whitehead. Whitehead's going to be stopped for a big loss by number 7, Luca Nile. I guess when you have a sophomore playing quarterback, you're going to get a play like this.
And a tough break as he's able to get rid of it. Ryan Polisi trying to drag him down, just couldn't get him down quick enough as he's able to shovel it off to Whitehead. Gets a couple yards back for them as they would have been back inside their 20 had Chess been taken down.
The 24, it'll be 2nd and 26. Hand off to Whitehead. He's got a little bit of room, but we tackle there. Stopped initially by number 81 for the Eagles, Cody Raymond. The rest of the guys came in. See it here.
And I think as we take a look at the run by Whitehead, they're going back to that play before that run made by Chess. While it did work for him, kind of a similar play to what we saw Ives do back in that first quarter, nearly losing that football on the pitch. That's something that I think these Crusaders coaches will go to Tommy Chess and say, hey, I know it worked, but let's maybe not try that again.
Chess again with Whitehead in the backfield, 3rd down at 21. Looking to go deep, and caught out there. Maybe short of the first down, but let's see who got that football. Looks like
that was James Watts, number 11, on the reception. You saw the stick there around the 40. That's the original line of scrimmage from where they started. So gets across that line, but still a couple yards short of the line to gain.
Cardamone in on that tackle. Anyway, that is going to be Lance Cruz to punt.
Hayden Bills, the deep man for the Eagles.
Short one, he's fair caught it, and he'll be at the 31. And good thing he didn't get a penalty.
Yeah, Bills a little excited there, called for the fair catch, and
then decided to run when he saw there was open field.
So officials tell him to bring it back with 9:37 to go in the half.
So this is probably the worst field position for the Eagles all night. And that's at their own 30-yard line, at least to start a drive.
And speaking of Bills, had their lone touchdown a week ago, a reception from Preston Crum.
Pitch to Cardamone, he makes a cut at the 30 to 35, and all the way down to the 38-yard line. Tackle there by big number 68.
And a strong run by Cardamone, kind of high-stepping through that first tackle, able to get downfield, pick up 8 on the carry.
Correction, that was 66. Hezekiah Anderson. So Johnson is still in the backfield for Eisenhower. Here comes Solkowski in motion. God, Eyes being rushed, and he's going to be sacked. Just go down, son. again, it's Hezekiah Anderson with a big sack.
And as we take a look at the replay here, looks like they wanted to go deep. Had a man heading down the near sideline. That was Bills. The sophomore receiver just couldn't find his way open, and too much time there, and the pressure finally got to Aiden Ives.
Well, here we go. Now it's 3rd down at 15. Eagles made a long third down play, work for a touchdown. See what they can do here. He gets it out there, and it's dropped by Barker. And you know what? You don't really ever see him drop a football, but that was an instance there where I think he was looking upfield to run. We'll see here.
And there's two things on this play here, Tim. One, I believe as he let it go, Ives' pass may have been deflected a bit there as it came off a little wobbly. And the second thing is Barker may have picked his head up there as he started to catch that football to head downfield, but just never really secured the catch before.
And Nate Myers is a little bit banged up and on that sideline. They're calling for him. So Grant Caston comes in, number 88, take his spot. Punt by O'Neal is partially blocked. It's going to get an Eisenhower roll, though, into Lance Cruz territory. And picking it up there for Eisenhower, number 19, Jackson Damasi. But unfortunate drive for the Eagles. Now you saw a great pass rush by the Lance Cruz North Crusaders.
Yeah, and really what I'm starting to notice here in this first half, something we've talked about a lot in pregame and even before kickoff here tonight from Swinehart Field, just the growing pains a little bit by both these teams, both very young like we've talked about, some inexperience in a lot of key positions, and I think you're really starting to see that here in this first half. And again, they're on that punt, the Eagles having to rush that player on at the very last second.
As Whitehead got a little bit of running room. Oh! Keeps his balance. Cardamone undercut him and kept his balance and finally brought down by Andrew Langkamp.
Yeah, we're seeing some very hard-running, talented running backs here in this game from both sides. Whitehead does a nice job bouncing off that blocker, getting to the edge, spinning off a tackle, and gaining a few extra yards there.
Nice balance by Whitehead. It'll be 2nd down and 5 for Lance Cruz North. They're inside Eisenhower territory at the 48-yard line. Chess pitches out again to Whitehead. Trying to go around the end. Oh, a nice play by Ames. Matt Ames coming up there making a play for about a 3-yard loss.
And another great job, Tim, by this Eagles defense, really getting downhill to the ball, something their linebackers very good at doing. As we see the replay, Whitehead shakes off the first guy, doesn't do so with Ames there. This Eagle defensive front, very strong. The Crusaders continue to try and set those edges, get outside the tackles, and the Eagles just not having any of it.
3rd down and 8 for Lance Cruz North. Mullins and Brighton back there. Chest throws. It's caught out there. Tackled immediately. Caught out there by number 3, Derek Redinger. But he's tackled immediately by Ames.
And I'll tell you what, Tim, he took an absolute shot letting that ball go. Tommy Chest did. And he got it from Lorenzo Mocheri. As the Eagles brought a lot of pressure there on 3rd down. It got to him, but just able to get it off before it got home.
Now this time on 4th down, Lance Cruz North is going to punt instead of go for it.
And it looks like they'll send Cardamone deep.
Christopher Williams got it away. Cardamone's got it. He's to the 20. Cuts up to the 25, 30. Puts his head down and gets all the way up over the 33-yard line. But for a while, he was carrying a Lance Cruz North tackler with him for about 6 yards.
And something that might go unnoticed as we check the replay here is you see very briefly Ryan Polisi on the edge does a good job not blocking in the back there, gets to the hip of his man and kind of just bumps him out of the way so as not to get a penalty there.
5:24 left to go here in the second quarter. Eisenhower leads at 17-0, and Aiden Ives comes out in the shotgun. Johnson is his running back. Solkowski in motion. Quick pitch to him. Solkowski going to try to go around the right side. He gets around the edge, but maybe only a couple of yards before he's forced out. And it's a great play by Lance Cruz to string that out and not give Solkowski any room.
Yeah, see, they're 19 in pursuit. Brandon Jones, as they're finally able to get him out along the sideline.
You got 1 yard, though. It's a long run for 1 yard. Second down and 9, ball in the 33 of Eisenhower. Aiden Ives fakes the handoff. Going to go deep. He's got a man down there. Cardinals got it at the 45 to the 35. Down to the 30-yard line. Cardamone dragging tacklers. Watts and Delay. And also number 5, Breitenbeck. But he drags them all. Catches the ball down to the 30. Nice play by Cardamone, but a nice throw by Aiden Ives to see him.
And another example of offensive coordinator Joe Youngblood having confidence in his quarterback, confidence in this offense to take those kind of deep shots over the middle of the field.
Again, Ives from the shotgun. Ball on the 30 of Lance Cruz North. Throw the outside, got Barker. Barker's met right there and a nice read. They're going to call it incomplete. First they thought it was a fumble, but it's incomplete. Yeah, Barker got stuck. You see it right here.
Yes, they go back to that screen to the outside after he dropped it earlier, and Rao just put the hit on him and was able to knock it loose.
Barker got him for one deep pass, but Rao looks like he's an athlete up to the challenge. Ives looking over the middle, got a man. Solkowski's got it. Touchdown, Eisenhower.
Another deep shot over the middle. We saw them do that a couple of plays ago. I wasn't really sure that the receivers ran maybe the right route a few plays ago when they ran a similar play over the middle. They had two guys in the same spot on the field. Here they run it to the opposite side. Solkowski wide open. The play action really froze that slot guy covering Solkowski, and once he got a step on him, he was gone.
Here's Lee on for the extra point. Kick is up. And they blocked it. No good.
And the point after.
So with 4:21 to play here in the second quarter, the Eisenhower Eagles lead it 23-0 here over the Lance Cruz North Crusaders. And to be quite honest, you'll see that touchdown pass. I thought that ball was going to be overthrown, didn't you?
Yeah, just a little bit. I thought the same thing. I was looking at it, but Solkowski does a nice job looking back over his shoulder. He makes that adjustment, really does well to track it, almost like a center fielder in the outfield, just really gets underneath it, maybe picked up his speed a little bit to chase that down, and just a great throw by Ives.
And Andrew Solkowski been around this program since he's been a sophomore, so and then the famous Solkowski family, a couple other brothers have played and did a great job for the Eisenhower Eagles. There's Travis Maltop, the special teams coach for the Eisenhower Eagles. Must have forgot his blue shirt. I think he's the only one in a white shirt. Speaking of white, the Eisenhower Eagle faithful are dressed all in white.
Looks like they just let some white smoke go in the crowd.
Yeah, I don't know. I got to ask one of the kids what the significance of that is, but Somebody's being looked at over there. That's so Reese Willing ready to kick off here.
We'll see if he kicks it in the direction of Emmanuel Welch again.
And he does. Welch is going to take it on the, and he'll drop it again. And I think Rao had to come and pick it up. He's got some butterfingers out there.
Actually, I believe it was Welch that fell on it. If we see the replay here. Oh no, you're right. It was Welch.
He dropped
it.
23 dropped it. Was it Rao that fell on it?
Yep, Rao right there jumps on it.
And saved the day for L'Anse Creuse North. He almost gave Eisenhower excellent field position again with 4:16 left to play here in the first half. Now, well, let's see what the Crusaders do. Down 23-0. See if they have some special plays up their sleeve. And a bunch of other Eagles in there, but including number 7, Luke Canal. You see it here.
And now inside 4 minutes to go here in the first half. Crusaders still have all 3 timeouts here, so still looking to run the ball with Whitehead here, not in a position where they need to necessarily hurry here, because if they don't go down and score, they can give the ball back to the Eagles, as they still have 2 timeouts left themselves.
I think what Coach Rhoda would like to see is maybe a sustained drive, get something established. As Whitehead again met right there by the Eagles. Number 74, Andrew Krasinski. Andrew, first one to meet him, and the rest of the Eagles piled on here. Cody Raymond, all the guys in there.
Coming up the bottom of the pile for the Eagles.
Not much doing again there in the running game. Eagles defensive front doing well to plug up the holes.
They're down at 6. The ball is on the Crusaders' own 21-yard line. 3 receivers to the top of your screen, 2 receivers on the bottom of your screen. Oh, somebody moved. Illegal procedure looks like against L'Anse Creuse North. They look a little jumpy there. Dave Brzezinski,
prior to the snap,
great
full
defensive
start,
coordinator
offense,
for the Eisenhower Eagles.
5-yard penalty,
and the owner of
down.
the best hit in Eisenhower history, Dave Brzezinski.
And it looked like the Eagles were disguising a blitz there as they dropped guys back at the snap, but brought some guys up to the line of scrimmage. Maybe that's what caused the Crusaders to jump there.
It's going to be 3rd down and 11 now. The ball will be on the Crusaders' 16. Now Chess going to just lay it out there. Eagles are back there. Oh, almost picked off. Jackson Damasi, number 19, had a hand on it, and he tipped it. I think it was Myers back there, almost came up with it. Let's see, maybe it was I'm wrong, but I know Damasi tipped it, and it was Myers there. It just didn't fall in his lap. So L'Anse Creuse North is going to have to punt.
Yeah, Chess just takes the snap there and sends it down the far sideline, just trying to make a play.
Now what's going on here? Eagles can't get it together here on the special teams, and they're going to have to call a timeout.
second charge timeout of the first half.
That's unfortunate.
And earlier on in the game, Tim, when the Eagles were actually lining up to punt themselves and they had to run that player on last minute, that's something I talked about. We talked about the growing pains for these 2 young teams here in the early going of this season, and especially here, as we'll see going throughout tonight's game. It's even stuff as simple as the personnel, having the right personnel on the field, guys knowing where they're supposed to be, when they need to be there. We saw some of the timing with those motion plays from both these teams. Just really getting these guys comfortable with the system they're in and what their job is within that system.
So here we go, 4th down and 11. Looks like the Eagles got the correct complement of players on there. And just as I say that, Number 11, number 12, Hayden Bills comes jogging off. Myers will be deep for Eisenhower. Christopher Williams with the kick. That almost looked like it was partially blocked. Myers lets it bounce. He fields it on the hop to the 50, to the 45. He's to the 43-yard line of Lance Cruz North, and on that tackle for the Crusaders, number 54, Corey Van Hee. See it here.
Yeah, the Eagles will start with pretty good field position here. A tick under 2 minutes to go in the opening half from Swinehart Field. They do have one timeout remaining, so they do have a chance to put some more points up on the board before we hit the half.
And he picked up that ball, looked like a shortstop there. Boy, he scooped it up. Good sure hands by Nate Myers. Now here's eyes from the shotgun. Sokowski in motion. They'll run the option. Sokowski's got it. He's going to cut it up. Gets over the line of scrimmage. He's going to get about 3 yards on that.
And I really like the game as we see the replay here. I really like the game that Joe Youngblood has called offensively for this Eagles offense, really mixing up runs and the directions in which they're running up the middle, going north and south, even going side to side with some of these sweep plays. And that really opens things up when you spread the defense out like that, making them play downhill really opens things up in the passing game.
Ives again, looking deep. Got a man down there. It's Barker. He's got it. Goes down hard, but he makes the catch. What a catch by Ethan Barker. I'll tell you what, he had his man beat when he ran that route, and then he just cut to the middle, and Ives hit him perfectly.
But a great recovery by Rao defensively. Like you said, Tim, got beat initially, but a great job recovering there. But a beautiful pass as we see the replay here quickly. A beautiful thrown ball by Ives, fit into a very tight window there as you see Rao all over it.
Hand off to Cardamone, and that didn't fool anybody on that Lance Cruz North defense, especially number 31 for the Crusaders, Gabriel Venard.
Yeah, the senior linebacker getting downhill. Eagles inside 30 seconds to go will go quickly here.
Ives looking, throw deep in the corner, got Cardamone, but just let him a little too much. That'll stop the clock with 18.5 seconds. It'll be 3rd down and 9.
Right call there on the pass going to that back corner of the end zone. Just a little out in front of him, like you said, Tim. Maybe Cardamone had to speed up his feet a little bit there as you see he gets tripped up by the turf. But still 3rd down and goal. Clock stopped with 18.5 seconds to go.
So Eagles come out of it. Ives looking at Johnson, gives it to Johnson, and he's not going anywhere. And Eisenhower got one more timeout. I'm not quite sure about that call. I don't know. I'm not sure what Joe was thinking on that call, but maybe maybe it was the option, and Ives just decided to hand it to him.
Well, at the very least, what it does is it stops the clock. 11.1 showing here in the first half from Swinehart Field. What it does is it centers the ball a little bit more from where it was prior to that run. So if anything else, it'll set up maybe a better angle for the upcoming field goal attempt.
Are they going to kick it? I don't know. Is Lee down there? Yeah, I think they are. Yeah, he's going out there. He's going to try to kick this one.
Yeah, when you're this close, he made one from about 34, 35 yards earlier on in the game. This one's a little bit inside of that even, so I would, if I were Chris Smith, I would attempt the field goal here as they are.
They're going to be looks like a 31-yarder this time. Call 32. They're going to call timeout on the Lance Crews North sidelines to give them a little icing. Just want to
Timeout, Lance Crews North, their first charge timeout of the first half.
Just want to take a moment here and pass along our condolences to the Shapansky family. Rocky Shapansky, longtime fixture here in Shelby Township. A lot of people know him from Shelby Lanes. Went to Shelby Junior High, and Rocky passed away earlier this week. And we want to give our condolences. And Rocky holds the record at Shelby Junior High for the longest punt in 7th grade at Shelby Junior High. But a lot of people, like I say, will know Rocky. Maybe you saw him on his bike, and maybe you saw him at Shelby Lanes. But Rocky Shapansky. So here we go, Julian Lee. Gonna go for that 31-yarder. Cardamone to hold. Placed down, and he lines it. I don't know if he went through. No, it missed it badly, and he knows it. He knows he miskicked that.
Yeah, very upset with himself there. Just knows he didn't hit it the right way. And sometimes even just hitting it a little bit off can make a big difference. But that one never really had a chance as it came off his foot. And with 7.5 seconds to go first half, I don't think we'll see anything more than a kneel down.
First got to get the football down. Get placed down there before we can start anything.
Yeah, that's something specifically on special teams we've seen a little bit of trouble with both these teams hanging on to the football. We've also seen both quarterbacks a little bit risky on some of their pitches with the football as well.
So here we go. We expect to see a kneel down, but you never know here. It's high school football. I don't know if they're going to do a razzle-dazzle-dazzle or just going to kneel down. It looks like they're going to put a play on here.
Yeah, they got 3 receivers to the bottom.
And it's picked off. That was Blake Harmon. Nice job of picking that off and intercepting the football. 3 seconds left.
And James Watts, number 11, never looks back for the football. The football is thrown his way as we see the replay here. Just wide open between the coverage, just never looks back for the ball. That's the second time this half we've seen a Crusaders offensive player just never look back for the football, and it zips right by his ear.
Let's see what Eisenhower does. I mean, he certainly could go deep.
Yeah, I was going to say, Tim, now we might see a kneel down with 3 seconds to go, but with this kind of field position, I wouldn't be surprised if they tried something deep.
I got 3 receivers to the top of your screen, right side. Fake to Johnson, back goes Ives, throws it as far as he can. Got a man open, it's Cardamone. He's got it, touchdown, Eisenhower.
Well, if it didn't work for one team, maybe it'll work for the other. They do take the deep shot with 3 seconds to go in the half, and it pays off. And I'm sure we'll see the replay here in just a second.
Well, Lee's going to come out and kick the expert. Cardamone caught the touchdown. He thought he'd get a reprieve from holding the football for Lee, but nope. Get out there, Bennett, and you got to hold the football too. You got to score the touchdown, hold the football for the extra point. Your job is not over. Lee, see if he a couple bad kicks the last 2 kicks, so let's see what he does. And this time, the kick is up, and the kick is good.
Yeah, Lee not trying to do too much there as we see the replay. Ives really settles back in the pocket there, takes the deep shot, and wide open on the receiving end was Cardamone. What happened, he was looking in the middle of the field, may have looked off the safety there, kind of draws him into the middle of the field on that play, then throws it over the top to Cardamone. And on that extra point, Lee not trying to do too much, kind of just a chip shot there on the kick, just trying to get it through those uprights.
Well, that is the end of the first half with the score. The Eisenhower Eagles 30, the Lance Crews North Crusaders nothing. We'll be back with more football after this.
to convey the message of how high school sports are supposed to be played. We are responsible for helping the MHSA maintain a positive and healthy atmosphere
in which interscholastic athletes can thrive.
We believe all athletes should be competitive,
sportsmanlike, and excel academically.
We believe students in the stands should have fun,
but not take the focus away from the game.
We believe coaches should act as teachers helping student athletes develop,
while still keeping high school sports in perspective.
We believe that parents should always be positive role models
and be supportive of their child's decisions.
We believe officials commit their own time to high school sports,
and respect should always be shown and given to them.
The most important goal for student athlete is to enjoy high school sports,
while keeping a high level of respect between all those involved in the games.
Enjoy the game!
My dad and my grandfather are officials. I've grown up around officials and seeing how much they enjoy being part of the games. As a student athlete, I've always appreciated the people out there who are willing to give back to the kids. The Legacy program lets me officiate while I'm still in high school, working younger kids' games. Officiating gives me a better understanding of the game. I get to make some pretty good money for a high school kid, and I even get to spend some quality time with my dad. There's help wanted. Just whistle.
Ladies and gentlemen, now entering the field is the 135-member Pride of Eisenhower High School, the 2021 Eisenhower Marching Eagles. The Eisenhower Marching Eagles are under the direction of Mr. Jonathan Carruthers with the assistance of Mrs. Miranda Parker. The Marching Eagles are under the field direction of drum majors Madison Bellman, Lauren Petterly, and Isabella Bismarck. Field commanders are Ethan Delbeck, Frankie Mortellaro, and Rosario Suriaco. Our color guard captain is Danielle Carlisi. Do memories contribute to your dreams, or do your dreams make your memories? The Marching Eagles think it is a little bit of both. Your memories contribute to your dreams. They motivate you and push you to be the best you can be. But also, as you reach your goals, the peace that you feel contributes to your sense of well-being and pleasant dreams. Today we invite you on this musical journey of memories and dreams. Drum majors, is your band ready? Are not always good. A breakup or a friendship ending is generally not a fond memory for anyone, but the result can make us emotionally stronger and teach us to treat each other better. The American band Fall Out Boy tried to capture that feeling in its 2007 hit, Thanks for the Memories. Our version is under the field direction of Isabella Bismarck. September comes with the anticipation of realizing their dreams during the start of another school year. New experiences, new classes, new teachers, and new friends. It's a time for celebration. The song September has been called the happiest sounding song ever made. Our version of this 1978 hit of Earth, Wind, and Fire is under the direction of Lauren Cutterley and features brass players Divya Bartley, Rosaria Siriaco, Alex Cholak, Molly Tepper, Celeste Hall, Sarah Weir, and Jonathan Kenworth, along with the award-winning Eisenhower pit and drumline. We have time to reflect on how our actions have influenced our dreams. The sweet song I Dreamed a Dream from the 1985 musical Les Miserables asks that question. How have my decisions affected my dreams? Our version is under the field direction of Madison Bellman and features Brianna Belisle on telephone, Divya Bartley on trumpet, and color guard soloist Taylor Johnson and Hayden Zurich on right. the 1973 hit Dream On when he was 14 years old. He said that the song is about dreaming until your dreams come true. We all know that dreaming alone won't do that. Learning new things, remembering our experiences, and learning from our mistakes. In other words, using our memories can make our dreams come true. The Marching Eagles present Dream On under the direction of Warren Peterly, and we are featuring Sarah Weir on baritone, color guard soloist Madeline Melton. We would also like to thank the Eisenhower Instrumental Music Boosters for their continued support. We hope you've enjoyed the sights and sounds of the 2021 Eisenhower Marching Eagles. Again, the Eisenhower Eagles would like to thank our 2021 presenting athletic boosters, their assistants, and Peter Taylor Cedar, Prince County Prosecutor, and official athletic boosters of the 2021 Eisenhower Eagles. Back here. reach it all the way to Chippewa Valley and when they come back. September 17th, against the Sanson Titans, and it's homecoming. Homecoming is September 17th this year. Evening here at Swinehart Field. 65 degrees, light breeze.
And we're back here at Barney Swinehart Field for second half football action between the Eisenhower Eagles and the Lance Crusaders. That's North Crusaders. I'm tripping all over myself because Eisenhower's put on quite a show tonight, Stephen.
Yeah, we've seen some fireworks from the Eagles on both sides, some big plays defensively, but it was the offense really that came through there in the first half. They got a pick six to start it off. The Eagles did defensively, but then the offense really took over there, put some points up on the board. We saw Joe Youngblood, offensive coordinator for the Eagles, not afraid to take some deep shots with this team and Aiden Ives at quarterback filling in.
And the Eagles had great field position really most of that first quarter and partially most of the second. And they almost took advantage of the good field position by having it first and goal at the 7, and Aiden Ives looked like he had a touchdown, sure touchdown, and the linebacker stepped in front and made the interception. But then the Eagles got an interception, and Eisenhower scored their first touchdown and have been running ever since. Great plays by Ethan Barker, and number 32, Bennett Cardamone, with some nice plays as well. And Aiden Ives throwing the ball well.
Yeah, and he's throwing it very well. And we saw there that last play of the first half, 3 seconds to go. We both thought they were just going to take a knee, send this thing to halftime, and try to regroup a little bit there, take that big lead into the half. But no, they decided to take that big shot. It works out for them. They go up 30-0 at the half. And you look at the other side, Tim, for these Crusaders, the thing for them is going to be in this second half just staying in front of the sticks in those early down situations as we see some of the replays from that first half.
It's all the time in the world for Aiden Ives, and we just talked about Cardamone. And I don't know, he must have ran a good route or blown assignment because he was pretty open down there.
Well, I think it was a great play by Ives there as he set back in the pocket, looked down the middle of the field, also looked a little bit left, and that really moved that secondary that way and really opened up the backside for Cardamone to be wide open somehow behind the safety.
The Eagles will receive this football to begin the second half. Just what Lance Cruz North needed, I guess. But we'll see after the halftime talk. Christopher Williams to kick it off. Little punch kick, rolls around. defensive lineman had it there. It was Cody Raymond, number 81, and he's not used to handling the football, but he does the right thing by just falling on it and going down. Well, Eisenhower will start 1st and 10 from their own 23-yard line. You look there on the sidelines, the guys are kind of laughing there, you know, Blake Harmon there.
Yeah.
Big Cody got it.
And we'll see the Crusaders defense take the field here to start the second half here from Swinehart Field. We talked in that first half about the defenses, or the offenses really taking the pressure off their defenses, something the Crusaders not really able to do there in half number 1.
Hayden Ives fakes a handoff. Now he goes right up the middle of the quarterback draw, makes a cut, and it was smacked there by big number 44, Damaris Howard. But that kind of scared me, man. Damaris looks like a pretty big evil character there on the football field. See him here. He comes over and he looks like he was going to. There's big Damaris.
And the Eagles doing really well offensively, mixing their play calling and what they want to do, going side to side, getting north and south as we saw there with Ives, also mixing in some play action with some deep shots in the passing game.
Cardamone in motion, he's going to take the pitch, makes a nice cut. He's to the 35, to the 40, keeps on his feet, and all the way down to the 45, 47-yard line, they're going to call it. 46, yeah, you don't know. You can't tell these officials move, but nice run by Cardamone.
And Ives a really good job on the pitch here. You see, really sees that pitch, where he's going with it, and where he needs to put that ball for Cardamone. A lot better than what we saw first half when he was being rushed, and as he was going down, just tried to shovel it underhand. Does really well there of making the right read.
Gabriel Bernard on the tackle, number 31. So here it is, 1st and 10, Eisenhower. Ball in the 46, back goes Ives to throw. He's going to go long and deep for Cardamone's down there and batted away. Nice play by the Crusaders defensive back.
Yeah, great job high pointing that ball, just knocking it out at the last second. Ives also taking a bit of a shot as he let that ball go. Nice to see him bounce right back up. As we see the replay here, you see just as the camera starts to move away, he takes that hit.
That our buddy, old number 39. Knocked that ball down. 2nd and 10, Eagles again on the 46. Kind of bunched up in a run situation here. But Ives going to come out of it with a throw. Gets a good block there. Overthrows Barker. Rao on the coverage, but just a little bit too much for Ethan.
Yeah, Rao breaks underneath that ball, as you'll see here on the replay. Good angle of Ives letting go of this ball. Breaks underneath that route, so Ives has to throw it over the top a little bit. Probably not his best throw that we've seen today, but has made several spectacular throws. But again, Rao kind of dictating where that ball gets put, because if he throws it underneath, if he throws it short, that's going to be a pick six easily going the other way.
3rd down and 10 for Eisenhower. Just inside the 3rd quarter. Sokowski in motion. Ives back to throw. Oh, a nice cut and break, and a nice catch by Cardamone. Cardamone ran a perfect out cut here. Made a great move and a cut for the ball right there. What a beautiful route. And then he makes even a better catch.
Yeah, does well to really drop his hips there for a quick second, puts that foot in the ground, drives back to the ball, and really does well coming back and laying out for that ball. We've seen a couple really nice plays. These receivers able to adjust so well to where Ives is putting the football.
1st and 10, ball in the 43 of Lance Cruz North. Fake to the right. Now Barker looking for Barker, and Rao's hands were all over him, so I don't know. They didn't call it, but Barker looked like he had a half step on him.
Yeah, did have a bit of a step there. Rao does, it looks like, get away with that hand on the backside. Right there you see that right hand on the hip. They'll usually let these guys play a little bit. They'll usually let things like that go when it's not entirely disrupting the route like it was there. They will let them get away with some things like that. But again, Rao doing very well tonight in coverage, that one-on-one situation with very little help over the top, it looks like, against Barker.
This is definitely a Joe Youngblood offense, and he's just airing it out, man. A quick out pass. Damasi. He gets a few yards. I'm going to see how many. Looks like 5 yards. It'll be 3rd and 5. Not bad coverage by L'Anse Creuse North, but Damasi showing good speed coming to the ball and getting it and hustling downfield here.
Well, when I talked pregame with Joe Youngblood, offensive coordinator for the Eagles, and I asked him, how does shifting some of these guys around, trying to replace Preston Crum, the sophomore quarterback who's out tonight with an injury, how does shifting these guys around affect what you do offensively? And he basically said, not at all. We're going to come out here and do what we do. We're going to make the calls that we want to make, and they've done an exceptional job of that here tonight.
3rd down and 5, ball on the 38 of the Crusaders. The handoff, no! Ives pulls it back, he keeps it. He's to the 25, to the 20, down to the 15, to the 10, and finally dragged down there. A beautiful hard run. Looks like Whitehead got him. See on the replay, Ives a great job of faking to his fullback.
Yeah, great fake. Really gets that defense leaning, trying to stretch it out. Really opens up that running lane, and then very tough downfield to bring down was Aiden Ives. Just keeps those feet moving, bouncing off a couple tackles, and now looks like they're set up with 1st and goal.
Oh, the outside, Barker's got it to 5. Finally tackled down there by the Crusaders, number 21, Curtis Finesse. See it here. Barker does a great job of coming back for it a little bit. Nice hands, catching the ball with his hands. And he's down to the 1.5 yard line.
Yeah, and after he shook that initial tackle, great job by Pliness to bring him down before he got to that goal line.
Going deep and picked off.
Watch out here. Looks like Lorenzo Alfred with the interception in the end zone.
I could tell I was impressed with the speed of number 75, Owen Finley. Right there, as the ball is underthrown to O'Neal.
Yeah, it's a play we saw them run. They tried it in the first half, just overthrew it to the pylon off the fingertips of the intended receiver. So they go back to it again. This time they were ready for it. Just a little bit underthrown, allows the defensive back to adjust, get underneath it, and he was off and running the other way.
Oh, it could be the break that L'Anse Creuse North needed here. That was Whitehead going around the right side, breaks a couple of tackles. Fumbles the football, but they say he was down at the 30. A good 5 yard gain by number 4, Jeremiah Whitehead.
Yeah, fortunate to keep possession here as we see the replay. Just does go down. Looks like his knee might have popped the ball out from himself as he was going down to the turf.
2nd down, and they're going to call it 4 from the 30 of Eisenhower. Whitehead again, looking to pick a hole, got a little bit of running room. Forges forward. I think he's a little short of the 1st down. Cody Raymond in there, as well as Ames, number 5.
But a great job there by Whitehead. Keep his feet moving around that line of scrimmage, reads his blockers well in front of him, makes a jump cut through that hole, gets north and south, and is able to pick up a couple. Two receivers bunched up to the top.
As a give again to Whitehead, he's got the 1st down, spins and turns and rolls. He's got a 1st down, that's for sure. And Anil got in there initially to hit him.
So a nice backside run by the Crusaders, picks up that first down from Whitehead. Maybe got the Eagles defense leaning one way, so they go the opposite way.
Here we go, 1st and 10, the ball on the 21 of Eisenhower. Lance Cruz North knocking at the door. Gives to Whitehead. He didn't a lot of running room there. That play kind of poorly executed, and the whole of the defensive line of Eisenhower and the linebackers in on that tackle.
Yeah, Eagles defense doing very well here tonight in run defense, getting downhill to the ball, also doing well sideline to sideline run stopping here tonight against the Crusaders, who have made it a big priority to be able to run the football.
Second down, 16, ball's on the 26 of Eisenhower. Quick pass to the outside and a nice play by Ames out there, and cuts the runner down, and he'll be only able to get about a 2-3 yard gain. See here.
Yeah, nice easy pitch out wide. Eagles defense and Ames doing well in their assignments one-on-one, being able to make that stop before he's able to really get upfield and make something out of it.
3rd down and 11. The ball is on the 22 of Eisenhower. Lance Cruz trying to punch in some kind of a score. You got to think this is 2-down territory, Stephen. Cross being chased. Now you can flip it out a short screen. Tackle there made by number 36 of Eisenhower, Devin Steele. About a 5-yard gain there, but it's going to be 4th down. We'll see what they do. I think, like I said, I think it's 2-down territory, and he's going to try to go for a score here. They got nothing really to lose. See it here, nice play here by Steele. Gets a hold of him, and
yeah, looks like they're going to keep the offense on the field here, 4th and 7, and they really need to pick something up here. Don't necessarily have to get a score, but at least need the first down to the 11.
So here we go. 4th and 7. Cross back to throw, being rushed. Sherry's coming. He's got him and tackles him. Lorenzo Macheri coming in there like a shot.
Yeah, Chess tries to roll out to his right, get outside the pocket, looking downfield. Mocheri, just a vicious tackle along the sideline there.
He handled him like a rag doll. I see you like wrestle your big teddy bear at home. You could do that, you know. That's the kind of tackle that was, but man, that Lorenzo Macheri must be some kind of strong.
Yeah, Mocheri, just a sophomore, tackling the sophomore quarterback in Chess.
We have 2:53 left to play here in the 3rd quarter. The score, the Eisenhower Eagles 30, the Lance Cruz North Crusaders nothing. Eagles coming out here for their 2nd drive of the 3rd quarter. Solkowski in motion. Ives gonna pitch it to Andrew. Got a little bit of running room. Rouse coming up there. And Solkowski does a good job of making some yardage there. The Bills, Aiden Bills kind of lost his block, number 12 there, but because Rao, he's a good athlete. Now you watch here.
Yeah, make him pitch that ball. Zolkowski gets outside. Rao tried to go for the shoestring tackle, just missed.
Meanwhile, it's a 6-yard gain for Eisenhower. It'll be 2nd down and 4. I was bringing up, looks like there's some confusion here.
We saw a second ago a shot of Joe Youngblood, looks dialed in on that Eagles sideline with the play calling.
Well, fumble by Ives, and he's going to just go down. He's going to lose a yard. That play didn't look good right from the start. It looked like the guys were kind of looking at each other.
And as we take a look at the replay here, does actually fumble the initial snap, comes off his right hand just a little bit. pops out there, able to secure it. But that's actually a smart play by Ives to just kind of sit down on that one, because it's only second down, so you still have third down to work with. So good job there, not trying to force something that wasn't there.
Third down and 5 for Eisenhower. Ives back to throw. A little floater out there to Sikowski. He's got the first down. Makes the catch over the 42-yard line. Good job by Andrew Sikowski. Tackled by Whitehead out there.
Jaslowski finds that little soft spot between the coverage there. Ives just able to float it over the linebacker, get it in there for that first down. Beautiful play by both those guys.
See it here.
Yeah, really impressed with the ability of Ives at quarterback here tonight and the way he's run this offense.
The Bills has got it. Trying to move the yardstick. The big, powerful wide receiver, number 12. Bills gets it all the way up to the 49. It's going to be second down, but a good gainer here.
Yeah, just a nice, easy throw out to the side. Lets him get upfield, make a play. And I don't believe it looks like the Eagles will have to snap the ball again here in this third quarter, so they're going to just take it to the sideline. But we'll stay here as the final few seconds of this third quarter tick down. But yeah, Tim, something you mentioned to me at halftime with this Crusaders defense, they've played well, believe it or not, with the score being what it is. They've played well. Their offense just needs to find something to be able to help them out a little bit, take some of that pressure off them from being on the field as much as they've been here today. But again, a great game called by offensive coordinator for the Eagles, Joe Youngblood.
Yeah, and this is, I've seen Joe play, and at Eisenhower followed, because I'm so old, and Joe's younger than me. But I've seen Joe play, and if Joe were out there, he'd be throwing it around like this. I mean, Joe loved to throw it around the yard and did a good job of, spreading his receivers out. And then he could run the ball, too, which is a big deal.
Yeah, he's really done well. Again, first-year offensive coordinator for this Eisenhower team. Worked with the quarterbacks in the past, but really done a nice job of mixing his play call and what he wants to do as we take a look at
You don't want to try that at home, Steven. Don't try that at home. Another sound advice from your Uncle Tim. Second down, 3, just starting the fourth quarter. Ives back to throw. Now he's going to run. Now he fakes the throw, and he gets a few more extra yards and runs safely out of bounds after he gets the first down for Eisenhower.
And he made a play just like that in the first half where you could see deciding whether he wanted to throw downfield, tuck it and run, a little bit indecisive on that first play. Here, much more decisive about what he wanted to do. Pump fakes there to get the defender off him a little bit, tucks that ball in, able to pick up the first down. That's something I talked about in that first half, seeing him progress throughout this game in the decision making and how fast he's able to read what the defense is giving him.
First and 10, ball on the Lance Cruz Crusaders 43. Here's Sikowski around the right side. He's got another Eagle first down as he pounds his way down to the 35-yard line.
And the Eagles' offensive line does a great job on this run of getting down the field with their blocks, just driving their man off the line of scrimmage. Really opened up that right side for Sikowski to just get downfield basically untouched until he got up around that 30-yard line.
So it was up to the 30, and that's where it'll be. First and 10, Eisenhower again knocking on the door with 10:40 left to play here in the fourth quarter.
And as much as we've seen the Eagles offense sling it around the field here tonight, I would imagine we're at the point now where if they don't have to throw it, they're not going to.
No, Eisen running it. I tell you what, I wouldn't let him run anymore. I mean, I would hate to see Aiden get too banged up here.
Yeah, looks to be all right after taking a bit of a pop there around the line of scrimmage. But yeah, again, after losing your starting quarterback a week ago, definitely want to be careful here with how you manage Aiden Ives the last 9:55 of this game.
He's got big old Johnson in the backfield there. He's going to throw it. Looking long and deep, looking for Cardamone, and he was kind of slowed up there. Eagles want a flag, but at 30-0, I don't think that's going to happen.
Yeah, it was Jackson DeMassey, the junior, toward the bottom of your screen, wanted that flag thrown again. Like you said, Tim, does get a little bit bumped at the top of his route, maybe not enough to warrant the flag, but definitely a little bit of contact there as you see he kind of stumbles heading towards that goal line.
That's going to be 3rd down and 11 yards to go for Eisenhower. Let's see what they call here. I think this is way out of Lee's field goal range. Ives. Sokowski picks up a block. Now he's got some room around the right side. He's got nowhere really to throw it. And he is not going to get the first down. Run out of bounds there at the 27-yard line, is it?
Well, he's not going to pick up the first down here, but he makes a heck of an effort to even get close. As you see, Zolkowski comes all the way across the line to make that block to set him up. Gets the defender up in the air a bit there, steps right by him and able to get out of bounds. But another great effort there by Ives.
Well, they're going to run the play here on 4th down and 4. So Lee's not going to come in and kick that field goal. Ives is calling for something.
Looks like he's hurt. Maybe a jammed finger. His
left hand is, it's not his throwing hand though. They're going to call timeout.
Yeah, he's definitely holding on to his
Eisenhower,
hand.
their first charge timeout of the second half.
Discomfort. Didn't take a hit, it looked like, on his last run out of bounds. So not sure what the issue is there.
And it is his left hand, so I mean, you see the Eisenhower band. They're fired up. They get to play the fight song tonight a few times. So it's good practice. You got to practice that fight song. Never know.
Yeah, it was the defense that got us going with the pick 6 in the first quarter, but it's been the Eagles' offense since then. Ives doing a great job leading this offense, and it looks like, Tim, they're going to set up to kick the field goal here.
Quite a little over 40 yards for number 18, Julian Lee. It's down, the kick is up, and it's no good. A little bit to the left of the goalpost, it looked like, Stephen, but a good effort. Looks like he tries to put too much on those long kicks and seems to hit it high, hit the ball high. It was a bit of a high snap, too, as well.
Yeah, he definitely had the power behind it, had the leg into it, just a little bit of an accuracy issue, it looks like, with Lee. So with whatever the injury potentially is to Aiden Ives, as we saw before that kick, is the reason that they elected to go with the field goal in that situation.
He's down at the sidelines and he's talking to medical staff as well. Getting some water. Here we go, 1st and 10, Lance Cruz North. Ball on the 20-yard line. Give this to Whitehead. He lost his helmet. I don't think he can do. Can he still play with his helmet on? They're going to whistle it down. I saw the penalty flag go. He runs faster without his helmet, as you can see. But I don't think he can do that.
Yeah, I'm sure the penalty will be some sort of face mask call for the helmet being ripped off.
Right
as you
there.
See, yep, right there. Just comes right across that face mask, rips it right off. And Whitehead.
Like,
personal foul, grasping the face mask, defense, number 71. 15 yards from the spot of the foul.
Tom Judkins.
First down.
Tom Judkins of
Player number
Eisenhower.
4 does not need to leave the game because the foul caused his helmet to go off.
Well, Whitehead, that was in a situation where you don't hear the whistle, just keep running until you do, and eventually number 41 in blue, Michael Zelenik, had to catch up to him. You saw in the replay there, kind of tapped him on the shoulder like, all right, buddy, the play's over. But you got to love the hustle by Whitehead there, just playing until he heard the whistle.
The Eagles with some stellar defense there. You could see Steele looking like he was coming all the way.
Yeah, I've really been impressed with the defensive front for this Eagles team and how they've handled this Crusaders rushing attack. As we see a couple guys, Johnson, one of them, number 33, in on that stop. Just constantly applying pressure in the backfield with that defensive line. We've seen even in third down situations, the 3rd down and 8 earlier in the game, they brought some pressure too and got in the face of Tommy Chess.
Tommy the shotgun, hand off to Whitehead. Try to go around the right side. And, doing a great job. Number 3, Frank Asta, in there. And he does a good job of just, getting to the football and slowing him up.
Yeah, we're running out of things to say about this Eagles defense and just the way that they really swarm to the football. Really do a great job of getting downhill, getting several bodies downhill to the ball. See the first man there, slows him up, then everybody else kind of comes in and finishes up the job.
Yeah, it's 3rd and 15 with the ball on the 27-yard line. Their own 27, the Crusaders have. 7:30 left to play here in the 4th quarter. You see Dave Brzezinski yelling there. I don't know what he's yelling about because he must have yelled and scared Lance Cruz North into a timeout. So
their first charge out, second half.
7:24 left to play. The Crusaders call a timeout.
Both teams now playing down the stretch with 2 timeouts, although I'm not sure the Eagles necessarily all that interested in using those with the lead that they've built here.
And Eisenhower trying to get their first win of the season because next week they got a tough one against Chippewa Valley. And that's going to be at Chippewa Valley, so that's going to be a tough one. And then they follow right up with Sterling Heights High School. So it's going to be interesting the next couple of games. See how the Eagles do.
Yeah, you mentioned that game next week against Chippewa Valley at Chippewa. These two teams, Eisenhower and Chippewa, met twice a year ago, once in the regular season, once in the postseason, splitting the 2 meetings.
A little flick there to number
Again, Eagles defense doing well in stopping the run there. Crusaders now maybe offensively at the point where they're just trying to set some things up, really work on some things offensively. They know they're probably not going to win this game, but maybe just looking towards next week and things that they can get on film in the next 6 minutes or so.
The high kick, end over end. It's going to bounce deep into Eisenhower territory. Eagles are going to let it go, and I don't know why. I wasn't sure. You're supposed to get away from the football, but Alex Raven, number 42, is just kind of watching it with all these Crusaders around it. You're probably going to hear from the coaches on that one.
And Tim, going back to that matchup next week against the Big Reds from Chippewa Valley, I think that'll be an interesting game for this Eisenhower Eagles team coming off a big game like this that they've had, maybe some momentum going into that game. A lot of these guys who are on that team a year ago know what happened in that playoff game a little under a year
Matthew Elias in there at quarterback.
Yeah, smart move by the Eagles and offensive coordinator Joe Youngblood, getting your quarterback out of the game.
Just noticed on the sidelines, Ethan Barker, who's out, got some ice on that knee. I don't know what happened there, but that would be a severe loss for the Eagles. Elias gives off to Steele, but we got a penalty.
So I'm sure these last few minutes we'll see a lot of the reserves here for the Eagles, not trying to get a lot of their
prior to the snap,
number ones
false
beat up
start,
for next
offense.
week.
5-yard penalty, second down.
It'll be a false start on the Eagle offense. And they'll regroup. Gonna make it second down, or I'm sorry, second down and 13, excuse me. Elias, he's going to be in trouble. He's going to be tackled down there. Good job by the Crusaders. The Eagles are going backwards here with 5:25 left to play here. He got 8 knives kind of banged up a little bit too. Either that or he's praying pretty hard. Everybody else stays healthy. I don't know. I don't know how. We don't know how he hurt himself.
Yeah, you have to hope that if you're the Eagles, his injury not too severe. Also Ethan Barker as well. But I think it'll be interesting to see, Tim, how this Crusaders team finishes out these last 4 minutes and 50 seconds in the fight that they show, even with the score being what it is at this point in the game.
Elias going to air it out. He's got a man down there. Oh! Almost caught there. Elias showing a pretty good arm there.
And again, they test the coverage skills of Jordan Rao, it looks like, in coverage. So Joe Youngblood not afraid to still air it out, even with the second team in.
Number 85, Connor Temple there. Old Connor does a good job of trying there. The Eagles gonna punt it away here.
And that's an example of what I was talking about with the fight that this Crusaders team shows and just their ability to execute even with the game out of hand at this point. They're young, they're a little bit inexperienced. They just want to fight for each other, fight for their coaches, and just finish this game out the best they can with 4:20 to go.
Now an Isles kick goes down to the 39 of Lance Cruz North, which is where they'll start their drive with 4:20 left to play. I'd like to remind you folks out there that you can catch Shelby TV and you can catch the Eisenhower Eagle football review with Coach Chris Smith, some players, some highlights, and the whole shebang. I'll be there to help host that show. The Eisenhower Eagle football review on Shelby TV.
And you can also watch us live every week here from Swinehart Field as well. We'll be back here next Friday, I believe.
Finally, the give is to number 27, Jack Mullins, and he doesn't go anywhere. Pulled down there by the Eagles. See who got him. Looked like, number 40 for Eisenhower, Daniel Lester with the tackle.
One of the few times it seems like we've called Jack Mullins' name here tonight. It's been a lot of Jeremiah Whitehead, the senior running back, number 4 in white for the Crusaders. Looks like now they've got Welch in at running back.
He's got it. Trying to hold on to that football. Welch bounces off a tackler. Finally knocked out of bounds by Steele. And I don't know what he's. No, it wasn't Steele. It was number 26. Eisenhower Antonio Sturjowski, watch it here, a little electric crick. I don't know if they're talking to each other or what.
Welch does a nice job bouncing off a few tackles near that line of scrimmage. Looks like it'll be a penalty against the Eagles. They'll march
Defense,
this one off.
number 26, 15-yard penalty from the end of the run. The result of the play is a first down. This is number 26's first unsportsmanlike conduct foul of the game.
So that's Antonio Sturjowski. He a little bit of exuberance there, and that cost him.
And not a very smart penalty there. Just want to head back to the huddle and play another down. You know what the score is, but you don't need to necessarily be telling it.
Can I tell you that Eisenhower snuffed that play out? Seth Talbot, number 56. He looked like Joe Schmidt, the former Detroit Lions great middle linebacker that you don't even know about, but he was. You can look it up, folks.
Well, again, just a great job again by the Eagles' defensive front. That linebacking core so good in run support, getting side to side there. They get north and south to the ball. Just so well filling those gaps.
Second down, 16. Ball on the 41 of Eisenhower. Lance Cruz North trying to get a score here. Cooper's got it. Or is that Mullins? I'm sorry.
That's Mullins.
That
who
is
took
Mullins.
It to the left side. Picked up a couple, it looks like. But still, Crusaders behind the sticks in third and long. That's something that I think going into next week.
Yeah, they need to improve on that and try to get manageable
Yeah,
third
Hannibal
downs.
Rhoda definitely will have a lot of film to look at from his offense behind the chains, so definitely something moving forward. I'm sure if you ask him something, they'll definitely be working on the rest of the way.
Seems to be some confusion there. Alex Mixon, not sure where he's supposed to go. Now running out there is Alex Rabin. It's always going to be like that when you're trying to substitute a lot.
Utica Eisenhower, their second charge timeout in the second half.
You know, you try to get the second and third people out there, and it's always some confusion with that.
Yeah, and I mean, you talk to either of these head coaches, Hannibal Rhoda, Chris Smith, these young teams that they have, we've talked about a lot through this broadcast, even in pregame. They both talked about those growing pains that they're going to have. It's not just X's and O's and things of that nature. It's also just personnel, guys knowing where they're supposed to be when they call out, hey, we need this group, we need this, we need that. Just knowing, hey, that's me, I need to be here at this time. It's a lot of different things that go into it, and that's something that both these teams are still kind of feeling out here in the early part of the year.
So I think they got it settled. I think they got who they want out there. You got on a defensive line, you've got number 67, Mike Maya, and number 68, Alex Mixa.
And the Eagles did have 2 timeouts there remaining, so that's a time where you use that timeout. It's a teachable moment. Make sure you guys know where they need to be. Good job again by the Eagles defense.
Manuel Welch stuffed by Eisenhower's defense. Good pursuit by that Eagles second unit. There's a lot of first stringers still in there for Lance Cruz North. And Dave Brzezinski probably pretty happy with that second group.
Yeah, you mentioned a lot of the starters still being in for the Crusaders. At this point, I would say in the fourth quarter, the name of the game for the Crusaders was just getting these guys more reps, getting them comfortable, especially here offensively. The more reps, the more reads that they can make, I think the better off they'll be going the rest of the way this season, especially with a sophomore quarterback.
Well, it's 4th down and 11 for the Crusaders. Just got it to Emmanuel Welch. He's going to be short of the first down. Tackled there by the Eagles at number 22, Pietro Ciramataro. Say that twice.
And while they don't pick up the first down, Tim, it'll be a turnover on downs. That might be one of the better throws I've seen Tommy Chess throw all night, because that's not an easy throw. If you see it on replay or if you saw it live, that's not a necessarily easy throw to make. Yes, he throws it pretty short underneath, but just the angle of that throw, having to throw it over the top of that defender and really fit it into kind of a tight space there and really lead the receiver, a pretty tough throw to ask of a young quarterback like that, and he made it look pretty easy.
That's going to be the end of the ball game, folks. They're not going to run another play. The Eisenhower Eagles get their first victory of 2021 with a 30-0 drubbing of the L'Anse Creuse North Crusaders.
Yeah, just to give some of my final thoughts here, both young teams going at it here, both teams looking for their first win of the 2021 season. Eagles definitely came out with that firepower offensively, but the defense stepped up big time as well. Crusaders, though, nothing really to hang their heads over either, even with the score being what it was, 30-0. Definitely a lot of things that they need to work on going forward, but still I love the fight that this team has. They definitely play well together as a unit, like Hannibal Rhoda said. And for my broadcast partner, Tim Myers, I'm Stephen McDonald saying so long from Swinehart Field.